Okay, big bet. One Piece just came out with that brand new chapter. Let's get to the bag. Let's see what's happening. Okay. I see you, Momo. I'm getting to the bag. Yo, what? Luffy did what?
So hey, are you okay?
Welcome to the Anime Podcast channel. My name is Benji, and today we're gonna talk about One Piece chapter 1026, Pivotal Clash. And I'm not gonna waste any of your time. And I know I haven't come out with the last two chapter reviews, but I'm back, so we're good. But further ado, I'm not gonna waste any of your time because this chapter is relatively short. It's only 17 pages, but the thing about it is, has to be one of my favorite chapters of Wano. Alright, with further ado, let's get started. So we start off the chapter to what is happening actually back at the flower capital of Wano. And we actually get a cut to Hitetsu. He's the masked man that we first met once we were in Wano. Basically, he remembers a conversation with Otama. Now, Otama is actually in the battle at Onigashima, but he remembers a flashback of basically Otama telling him that she needs to go in order to help basically the Straw Hats as well as the Samurai Alliance being so successful in this battle. So now after that, we actually get an announcement to all of the participants in the battle at Onigashima, and basically the announcement is that two dragons are on top of the Skull Dome fighting. Now one they know for sure is Kaido, but the other one they're not too sure of. We all know him as Momo, of course. Momo's a dope form, and he's accompanied by Luffy. After this, Kaido wastes absolutely no time. He fires a fire blast directly at Momo and Luffy. Momo barely dodges that, and at this point Momo is still pretty scared or pretty frightened of Kaido at this point. And he basically says to Kaido, he said, "Hey bro, I'm not here to throw hands. Luffy is, so I'm not here to fight." So after this, Luffy actually whispers to Momo something that is very shocking to Momo, and then Luffy proceeds to go, I believe, Gear 3rd. I'm not 100% sure. It may be like a iteration between Gear 3rd and Gear 4th, but I didn't see any like armament marks under his eyes. But I think he goes Gear 3rd. Basically, his arms get big, and he inflates and then kind of disappears off of the pen. Then we cut to what Luffy actually said to Momo. Basically, he told Momo to bite Kaido and hold on. Now here's the thing, Momo is instantly conflicted on whether or not to do this because this is obviously one of the four most strongest pirates in all of One Piece. Then somehow, some way, he's able to remember all of the god-awful things that Kaido has done to not only the people of Wano but to Momo's family, such as Odin and his mother. So Momo actually gets the courage after all is said and done, and he actually bites this nigga Kaido. And the thing that's kind of crazy is, while all of this is kind of taking place and Momo actually has a bite on Kaido, Momo is just holding on for dear life. But the thing that he's thinking while he's biting Kaido is all of the pain and the suffering the people at Wano have been going through consistently through this Wano arc. The loss of his father, the loss of his mother, just everything in conjunction. Also, and if you also think about it, it has to also do with Kinemon. We don't know his status just yet, but I'm pretty sure Kinemon died. I mean, and no spoilers, but I don't necessarily see Kinemon actually living. I do hope that later on in the chapter we get some kind of conversation between Momo and Kinemon, and then we can kind of get that, or some kind of tribute to the Scabbards in some kind of way. I believe Kinemon may be the only one who didn't make it out alive. So after all of this is kind of said and done, Luffy actually makes a plan, which is kind of surprising. So basically, Momo has a hold of Kaido, and while Momo has a hold of Kaido, Luffy comes in with this elephant gun blast right to Kaido's face. So then after that, we actually cut to a cross panel of not only Nekomamushi as well as Dogstorm, and they're still in the battle between bitch ass Peril Sparrow and Jack. Now the thing about it is, we haven't necessarily got too much of a briefing or too much screen time for both Nekomamushi and Dogstorm. They have gone into the Sulong form, but at this point in time their Sulong forms have dissipated because they state within this chapter, when two dragons appear, it creates weather clouds. So that means that the moon at this point in time is covered up by the clouds that both Kaido and Momo have created. Now, at first, I was thinking once I saw this, I was like, damn, we really might not be getting that Peril Sparrow and Jack pack. But just hold on just a second. I got you. So then we cut back to Luffy saying something to Momo that is very telling. He says, that's the Emperor of the Sea you just took a bite of. Is there a single thing left in this world for you to be scared of? Now, the thing about this that I love about Luffy so much is he's able to bring out the full potential in those who have been done so wrong. So if you look about it, if you think about it as far as Rebecca, as far as even Momo in this instance, these are characters who don't necessarily feel like they're worthy or they have the potential to actually overcome these feats. But the thing about it is Luffy is such a determining factor when it comes to people gaining the free will and overcoming the obstacles that they face throughout their whole lives. So Luffy at this point is basically reiterating to Momo. He says, think about this. You just bit one of the 4 greatest emperors within all of the seas. You can take on anything. You can fly. You can do whatever you want. This is your free will to go ahead and overcome your obstacles yourself. And that's why I love Luffy so much. He's literally the embodiment of free will. And I think that's going to come into play once we kind of see more of the Celestial Dragons, who are the ones who want to oppress the free will of the people within One Piece. So I really love that dynamic for Luffy. We've seen that numerous times throughout the series, and this is just another example of how Luffy kind of operates. And then Luffy says this to Momo. He says, don't worry about Kaido. I guarantee I'll win. On some, I want all the smoke type shit. Yeah, so then we get a scene of both Big Mom, Kid, and Law. They're all going into battle. I want to see a little bit more of that a little bit later on. But we see Big Mom, she reiterates, she said, do you hear that? What a funny guy. She's talking about Luffy. Kid says, you better win. And Law says, what's he's been doing all this time? And the thing about it is, I know a lot of people were trying to come for Kid, like, be like, where, like, I thought you said you were going to take out Kaido yourself. As of this point in time, Kid and Law are both taking on another Emperor of the Sea, Big Mom. So, I mean, if you got your hands full with this, why the hell would you be thinking about Kaido at that point in time? You already have your hands full with Big Mom. People need to stop giving slander to Kid. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, he hasn't really done too much, but I mean, hopefully we'll see. I think he's gonna really get into his bag for this fight. Him and Law, I don't know. I see some dope stuff. So then we see a couple other scenes of both, a couple other people encouraging Luffy to go ahead and win. Otama as well as Frankie, they're both being like, yo, go Straw Hat Luffy. I think Otama was like, go Luffy Tardo. And then we get the banger for the chapter. Alright, hear me out. Kaido says, is there even a chance that you can beat me? And Luffy says, as long as I am here, alive, I have infinite chances in order to beat you. So, after that, both Luffy and Kaido both clap. And then we get a panel of what One Piece fans have been waiting for decades. Luffy and Kaido both split the sky. It's confirmed. Luffy is a fucking GOAT! Nah, I'm just kidding. But seriously, Luffy at this point in time, especially after the bounty that he got right before Wano, which was 1.5 billion, as of this time now, as far as powers, and even I'll say this, I don't necessarily thought that Luffy had what it took to, whether it be defeat Kaido or whether it be to be in the upper echelon as far as the emperors within the sea. Seeing Luffy finally split the sky, and I think Oda hinted at it before, where both Kaido and Luffy clashed, but it didn't split the sky. Seeing this like finally happen from a small boy with a dinghy gathering people in order for him to have one of the greatest pirate crews within all of the One Piece verse, and now being able to take on one of the 4 emperors and to at least be able to split the sky just like them, this is very much dope to see. I love to see it, and I think it's a natural progression that Oda has been doing for a long time, really having natural progression. Seeing Luffy go from my crew and I are too weak to go to the 2-year time skip, and now to finally have this interaction between Kaido and Luffy is on the same par as Kaido. I love to see it. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when I first when I first got into Wano, I dead ass thought that it was gonna take a bunch of niggas in order to defeat Kaido. It still may, because Yamato and Luffy, if they both gang up on Kaido, I think that's gonna be the dub. But the thing about it that is kind of hard to encapsulate is the fact of the matter is Luffy has gotten so much stronger, just like Rayleigh had stated before earlier on, and I believe in this chapter it was a flashback. Basically, the stronger haki users that you fight, the stronger your haki becomes. And I'm pretty sure that at this point Luffy's using advanced Conqueror's haki in order to combat Kaido, but it's really dope to see this. Now, as a result of the sky splitting, we actually get to see the moon. Now, if you guys don't know what this means, basically Nekomamushi and Dogstorm can turn back into their Sulong forms. And you know what that means. We go get some packs. So basically, both Nekomamushi and Dogstorm, they go Sulong again, and ugly ass Pearl Sparrow and Jack. Pearl Sparrow is one ugly ass character, man. Like, he just got his tongue out looking stupid. He kind of looks like that Pokemon. I forgot the Pokemon. I'll probably put it in the video. So both Nekomamushi and Dogstorm, they both murk both a Jack and Pearl Sparrow. I told you guys before we were going to get that Pearl Sparrow's pack, and we got it. We lit. Now, that comes with a caveat. Unfortunately, there's another bitch ass that arrives, and his name is Orochi. He is seen at the end of this chapter looking very timid. I forgot what he says in the chapter, honestly. I'll probably pull it up right now. So then at the end we get Orochi saying, "You're kidding me. There goes Jack. But I guess that's not my problem." Orochi is still alive, unfortunately. I thought that nigga got beheaded, but not really. But that's the end of the chapter, and there's no break next week. So, what does this mean? Now, two things. One, I think it's definitive that we may see Luffy go Gear 5th. Now, I'm not saying that he will, but I'm saying as of right now, in order to defeat Kaido, right now I feel like he's on par with Kaido. You know, he's had time to recover. He's had time to kind of rest his body and incorporate a lot of things that he wants to use a little bit later on. Now, do I know specifically what he's going to do at this point? No, I'm not really sure. I feel like Luffy does have something in his arsenal that he's waiting to use on Kaido. I mean, it's so natural because you have to do something in order to overcome Kaido. Now, do I feel like it's going to be a tag team thing between him and Yamato? Maybe. But I feel like Luffy has something up his sleeve that he feels so confident about beating Kaido. And I like to see that. Now, a couple other things. It's really nice to see Momo kind of get out of his comfort zone and really help Luffy out in that manner. He's not scared anymore, and I think this is going to answer the question on whether or not Momo's going to be able to save the flower capital. I believe like this makes sense. Like, Momo's going to turn into a dragon, save the flower capital. You know, that's how that's going to happen, because otherwise the Onigashima's going to fall right on the flower capital. But yeah, that's the chapter. I'm very excited. No break next week. We got a lot of things to talk about. But with that being said, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. I will be streaming very soon. We're gonna do like One Piece discussions. I'll be streaming. Try to do it every Wednesday. Don't quote me on that. It may not be every Wednesday, but I'm just kind of getting the little things together. But make sure you guys go watch the podcast episodes as well in conjunction to this. And thank you guys for tuning in. I love you guys. Thank you for all the love and support. You guys are so awesome. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.